feels so good to be out of the city.
Today really changed our perspective on Ireland.
Today is an amazing day.
Good morning, everyone. It is 7:30. It's very early for us. The reason we're here out in Dublin, on the streets of Dublin, is because we're going to be going on that. We're taking a Paddywagon tour to the mountains from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. So it's going to be an all-day adventure.
Yep, out of the city, finally, for the first time, truly on this entire trip. So exciting.
It's so true. We've just been in the city, and we wanted to be able to experience Ireland like properly, like the greenery, the beautiful landscapes. So we will have a lot to show you today.
A few moments later.
All right, we thought we were getting on the big bus. We got this mini one, which is cool. And it makes sense because there's only 4 of us so far.
The Bennetts, my name is Ian.
Hi, Ian.
Dublin Ian, I'm a native Dubliner. And I'm your tour guide and driver today.
Ian, what a lovely, lovely man. Honestly, we could sit here and talk for hours about how amazing he was as a tour guide, so knowledgeable. Just driving out of the city, he would point things out and give us tidbits of information about the history of certain buildings and the current state of living in Dublin. And then we were off on this little adventure, watching the landscape change, watching the mountains rise, heading up into the mountains. Some of us enjoying the landscape more than others, but regardless, after about an hour to 90 minutes on the road, we finally found ourselves arriving at our first destination, and it was breathtaking. Okay, so we have arrived in Glendalough. I think that's,
Glendalough.
Yeah, so we have an hour right now. We're going to walk around these. There's 2 lakes. There's an upper and a lower. It's so nice to be out in nature.
Yes, I'm so glad that we did this.
Yeah, this is, it's nature that, I mean, some people would say nature is nature, but a lot of this feels just like slightly different than any kind of nature that I've been in. Things seem a different shade of green. That sounds weird, but like things are a different shade of green, and like the trees, he said these are like, I think, oak trees, which the Celtic people worshipped, and like these forests like were never cut down. One other quick little note, we drove on the way up here, we drove through a little village where Daniel Day-Lewis, the actor, lives, and also a director named John Boorman, who I'm not familiar with his work, but his son Charlie Boorman is the one who went with Ewan McGregor around the world on motorcycles, and who actually inspired me to travel. So it's kind of a weird little connection.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So that's the reason why I wanted to do a giant trip like this, is because of Charlie Boorman, who his dad lives in the town that we just drove through. So weird.
After exploring for about an hour and a half, we met back with our group where Ian took us around and gave us some facts about the area. He showed us some of the oldest headstones and also took us in to this really small church. He also showed us this spot. He said that people would sit there and pray and meditate and look out where they would have a beautiful view of the church with the mountains in the background. And of course, along the way, he pointed out some of the really tall Celtic crosses. Next, we went into another old church. Now, this one is, of course, much bigger, and as you can see, there are headstones on the ground. Ian said Part of the reason for this is to be able to preserve them, as some of them date back to the 1600s. And this right here is where the confessionals took place. I put my ear up to the stone where you can see where the priest and the person confessing would be able to talk to each other.
We still have quite a ways to go, but just want to say so far today is an amazing, amazing day.
We're about to get on the bus to go to our next location.
I've no spade to follow men like that. With my fingers is working him to a sins kept body.
So the next stop was up into the Wicklow Mountains near the Wicklow Gap, where a famous battle scene from Braveheart was filmed. And then it was back into the bus, speeding along. We love you, Ian, but man, you really like to go fast. But he did slow down at certain points to give us more tidbits of history, as well as to show us the famous Hollywood sign in Hollywood, Ireland. There was just so much to take in, and all of it was incredible. So we have arrived in Kilkenny. It's the next place we get to really take our time and explore.
And this is our last stop on this tour, so we'll be going back to Dublin after this, but we're gonna go get some grub and then walk around and explore. I'm down if you want. Always good for some Italiano.
What better thing to do than have Italian food in Ireland and London and
Wait, you don't like Italian food?
didn't we probably had Italian and Edinburgh too. We've had Italian food in every place, so we have to do it here too.
Then let's do it.
I propose that we get new coats and we swap out our old coats. Just everywhere we go, just keep getting new coats.
As long as that means we get to go to an antique shop, then yes. Yeah, not bad for November.
No. That case in November, yeah.
But I had 5 left from there to day,
I never thought of them. I never thought of them yesterday.
Oh, you're all right, because I had change out of the other money you gave me for interrupted. I had 5 left, you see. So
I was just gonna say, the Celtic crosses are really cool.
Yeah.
Our day in Kilkenny is coming to a close. We had a wonderful time on this whole trip. We really, really encourage you guys to take the chance. And it was also relatively inexpensive to come for the full day. So we would definitely recommend coming if you are in Dublin. Also, I just wanted to add that today really changed our perspective on Ireland. I'm so glad that we got to come out. We were just on the city, so actually being able to come out and see like ancient areas and the nature has put it so much higher on our list. And we are so lucky to have had this trip in Ireland.
Yes.
Get it? Like luck?
Oh.
Luck of the Irish.
Alive, alive. That's the chorus one last time. Alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh. Flying cockles and mussels. Alive, alive, oh. Molly, one of our own. She's gone. So too the Dubliners.
Just look at that.
I can't even believe we're here.
There's just so much to explore here.
I don't know how it gets better and better.